Hello everyone, this is Peggy Shannon-Baker. I'm here with a video on how to use Microsoft Word styles to help you automatically create and format a table of contents. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how a paper that's already been written using the heading styles function in Microsoft Word to create a table of contents for you so that you don't have to create it by hand. You can see from my screen that I have Microsoft Word from Microsoft Office 365, and I'm also on a PC. If you're using an older version of Word or a PC version, you should, or a Mac version rather, you should still be able to use styles, but it might be in a slightly different place. But in terms of older PC versions of Word, you'll still be able to use styles to create a table of contents like how I'm going to show you. What I have on the screen is an example assignment guidelines document for a doctoral research course that I teach. Let's imagine that this document is actually something that you need to have a table of contents for. So that could be a very large document like a report, a thesis, or a dissertation. It could be a portfolio or something else. Creating a table of contents automatically in Microsoft Word using styles will help you to create a quick table of contents somewhere in the document that allows the reader to click on the table of contents and automatically jump to that section in the document. If your document does not already use the styles formatting for headings, then go check out my other videos for how to set that up. Now let's import or create your table of contents. Place the cursor where you'd like to insert a table of contents. I'm going to put mine at the beginning of the document, so I'm going to create a new line to place my cursor. Now go up to the References tab and click on Table of Contents. You can see that it allows you to use some already created formats in terms of tables of content. I really like the first one. Anyone that you choose, you can make changes to the formatting or structure, as I'll show you. So I'm going to choose the first one, Automatic Table 1. Now you can see that it's listed the word contents. It has that I have on the first heading level this information, then at the second heading level I have these sections, and this last section has level 3 headings here, and then these correspond to the page in which these sections are housed. Now that my table of contents is generated, I can choose to make changes to the formatting of the table of contents. So let's say I actually want the title or the heading for this to say Table of Contents. We can also choose to change the formatting using our pre-existing set of styles. You can also change the level of indentation for these. Now I only have one at level 1, but you'll see once I change this, and let's say I move the heading 2 level to be at about 1/4 of an inch, it's going to automatically move all of the table of contents listing that are also at level 2 to the same indentation. For my level 3, these happen to have been bullets. It was a bulleted list, so you can see it automatically copied those over. I'm just going to choose to delete them, and maybe for the sake of consistency, I will move these to 1/2 of an inch, and you can see it automatically moved those around. Don't worry if you create a table of contents and later decide to make changes to the document, because you can always go in to update your table of contents. Let me show you an example. Let's say, for instance, that I decided to change this section, and for instance decide to put this section on a new page. So I'm going to insert a page break. I really want this to actually start on a brand new page. So it's now on page 3. If I go up here, it doesn't automatically change that for me. What I'll need to do is update the table. When you click that, or if you right-click in the table of contents and select Update Field, it will give you the option to either change the page numbers or the entire table. Now there's some pros and cons to this. If you've created the table of contents and since then only really updated where sections fall in the document without making changes to the headings, I recommend choosing to update the page numbers only. So I did that, and you can see that it's now updated those page numbers here. If I reverse that, I undid that, I'm going to go back in and update the field. If I choose update the entire table, it's going to, as you can see, add the bullets in and update the page numbers. So it might be better to choose, for example, to only update the page numbers if you've made smaller changes. However, if you've made changes to the heading names, for instance, you might need to choose to update the entire table, knowing that it might then reformat your table of contents. But the good news is that you can go in and change it as I showed you earlier. And now, once you've clicked out of it, you can Control and click to jump automatically to a section in the table of contents. This is a really handy tip for anyone who's reviewing or looking at really long documents once this has been set up. I hope this video was helpful in showing you how to use Microsoft Word styles to create a table of contents. Give the video a like, share it with your friends, and check out my other videos on APA 7th edition.